Debbie Harwood, fantastic to meet you.
Lovely to meet you, Andrew.
And you're about to go on tour with 3 other fantastic singers.
Yes, September, the church tour. It's going to be amazing because Sharon's going to be playing some piano. We've got 2 other keyboard players with us, Stephen Small and Anthony Gray. We've got Gary Verburn on guitar and Shona plays guitar. It's got 3 guitarists, 3 keyboard players and 5, it'll be 5 vocalists, which will be amazing.
You'll be presenting some new music?
Yes.
So what's been your muse? What's been inspiring you?
Usually it's heartbreak. Sadly, I've been really happy lately. So I hadn't written for a while. I write in bunches of songs and usually around some kind of tragedy. So I had a big bunch a few years ago and then just dead air, and you can't force them. They come to you, songs. That's how that works for me. And it's usually in the middle of the night when I'm exhausted. And they'll come, and if I don't grab them then, they're gone. So I've had a few songs come lately, which is really exciting, although I don't know why, because I'm quite happy.
And this might be a little cheeky of me, but you're easily one of the most talented singers in the country. Why have we not seen an album from you recently?
That's a really good question, and it all just comes down to money, which is the musicians are the poorest people in the country. It's very interesting because they got recording studios and people say to me, we're putting a recording studio, and I go, you do know musicians have no money, don't you? Because they can't afford to record. But that would be the only reason. It's a financial thing. Having said that, I'm recording next week in Roundhead with Shona, and I've just booked it, and I'm just going to pay for it, put it on my credit card or whatever. I just decided, with Graham Brazier and Dave dying recently, you realise that it's a finite world. This world that we were in and created is going to end, and it won't be long before we lose another one. So that actually has kicked us all a bit up the bum, and I thought we've just got to record because we're all writing. Hammond writes, Shona writes, Sharon writes, I write. But we never get a chance to record them. So we're going and recording 2 or 3 songs next week, new tracks, which will be amazing. I would have loved to have done an album. I nearly did about 20 years ago. And the people that I was recording with said to me, Debbie, if it's an album of just you singing will be really boring. So why don't you invite some other singers on it? And I believed them. And so I invited a whole lot of other singers to sing on it, which actually made it a very disparate record that no one can really get their head around. But I wish I hadn't listened to them, and that's, you learn as you get older that you just got to do what you really want to do.
It's remarkable that, isn't it? It's almost, I'm not saying that's a tall poppy thing, but there is this kind of thing of sometimes trying to diminish talent, isn't there? Mm-hmm. And saying, you don't quite measure up. I mean, your track record shows that you actually do measure up completely.
Oh, that's a big book. There's also the women thing, where older women are sort of invisible generally in the world. But as musicians, even more so. So you get younger women and older guys. So it's okay to be Dave Dobbin and Tim Finn and Jordan and everything, but there's a different attitude to older women. It's like, oh no, they're finished, and yet we're still the same, in fact better, I think, as we get older.
But is that a marketing thing or a market thing? So because I'm sure the audience is still there. But is it about perceptions with the people that are actually making those decisions have a different...
But I think it's in the DNA. If you asked anybody their favourite New Zealand musicians, they would immediately name the guys first, and then you go, okay, well, what about that person, this woman? And they go, oh, yeah, that's right. And then when you tell them that they've outsold the guys by 5 times, they go, really? They don't naturally think that the women are as successful as the men, but actually they are. My other theory on this is that it's a very male-dominated industry in the industry side. Right. So there are very few women in the record companies running them, or any part of the industry, and reviewers generally are male. And those people aspire to be the guys. Their attention goes to the guys, not to the women, because it's about who they aspire to be. So if there were more women in the industry side, it would probably be, more of us around.
Well, Debbie Harwood, such a pleasure meeting you. All the best.
Oh, thank you, Andrew. It's been really lovely. Thank you.